The World Anti-Doping Agency appeals Jannik Sinner's case and calls for a suspension of 1 to 2 years. The organization believes that the conclusion that there was no fault or negligence by the Italian tennis player was incorrect according to the applicable rules. The World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, announced that on Thursday, September 26, it filed an appeal before the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, in the case of Italian tennis player Jannik Sinner, who was deemed by an independent tribunal of the International Tennis Integrity Agency, ITIA, to be neither at fault nor negligent after testing positive twice for clostebol, a banned substance, in March 2024. WADA believes that the conclusion of no fault or negligence was incorrect according to the applicable rules. WADA is requesting a period of ineligibility of between 1 and 2 years. WADA is not seeking the disqualification of any result except the one already imposed by the first instance tribunal. As the matter is now pending before CAS, WADA has stated that it will make no further comments for the time being. Sinner's doping case involves a double positive test at the Indian Wells Masters, where the current world number 1 was defeated in the semifinals by Spain's Carlos Alcaraz. However, the Italian was not informed of this until early April. The first urine analysis, which contained trace amounts of clostebol, dates back to March 10. 8 days later, low but above permitted levels of the same substance were detected again. After this, Sinner continued competing as usual and went on to win the Miami Masters. Days later, he was suspended, although it was not made public as the Italian appealed the sanction, claiming it was due to involuntary contamination. Do you think Sinner is telling the truth, or is there something hidden behind this? We look forward to reading your comments and opinions. Sinner's defense claims that his physical trainer, Umberto Ferrara, had cut his finger and treated it with a spray containing clostebol. In the following days, he applied massages to the tennis player's entire body, including areas like Sinner's fingers, which had minor cuts. Through massaging and bandaging these areas, the substance is said to have entered Sinner's body. The ISHA's decision sparked significant debate in the tennis world about whether Sinner received preferential treatment because he is one of the most prominent players on the ATP Tour today. Since his first positive test, the world number 1 has played in a total of 9 tournaments, 10 if you include the current China Open in which he is participating. He has won 4 of them, including the US Open, his second Grand Slam title after winning the Australian Open earlier this year. Tennis player Kyrgios recently voiced his opinion on what happened with Sinner. The Australian, who has been one of Sinner's fiercest critics since the positive test was revealed, took another shot at the world number 1. "Haha, I hope the people running this don't care that he's number 1 and has money," he wrote in response to the news posted on Eurosport's Instagram account. A few weeks ago, Sinner was asked about Kyrgios' constant criticism. "I don't know. I don't want to respond to what he said. Everyone is free to say what they want. It's fine. If that's the way it is, we'll see. I'm sure it'll be different. I don't know what to say. Maybe I'll say something from time to time, and the reaction will be different," said the world number 1. "I'm always pretty calm. I'm a person who forgets things quite quickly. Everyone is free to say what they want. It is what it is," concluded a Sinner not wanting to engage in controversy. Alcaraz vs. Sinner, the open rivalry between two friends destined to lead tennis. The rivalry between two young talents on the circuit has intensified, with back-and-forth statements and a duel that promises to define the future of the sport. World tennis has new protagonists, and 2 of them stand out not only for their talent but also for the rivalry and friendship they have forged over the years. Carlos Alcaraz, the young Spanish prodigy, and Jannik Sinner, the Italian player who has established himself as the world number 1 in 2024, are poised to lead the sport of tennis in the coming decade. However, their relationship has evolved from a close friendship to fierce competition on the court, with moments of tension both on and off the circuit due to the recent controversies dominating the ATP Tour. The first meeting between Alcaraz and Sinner took place in 2019 during the Alicante Challenger, when both were teenagers with great potential but little experience on the professional circuit. On that occasion, Alcaraz, then just 16 years old, surprised the 18-year-old Italian with a 3-set victory. That match was only the beginning of a rivalry that would shape their careers in the years to come. Both players quickly rose through the junior ranks, and their friendship grew as they trained together and competed in various tournaments. During their early years, they frequently expressed respect and admiration for each other, and everything indicated that their relationship would remain strong even as they reached the elite level of world tennis. The rise of two prodigies. The development of Alcaraz and Sinner has been parallel but not without challenges. Carlos Alcaraz, with an aggressive and versatile playing style, has won 3 Grand Slam titles and several Masters 1000 tournaments, allowing him to reach the world number 1 ranking in 2023. Meanwhile, Jannik Sinner has shown consistency in his game, winning his first 2 Grand Slam titles in 2024 and claiming the top spot in the ATP rankings, cementing his status as one of the most feared players on the tour. Both are young, with playing styles that complement each other on the court, but their clashes have been intense. Alcaraz has often stated that Sinner is one of the toughest opponents he has ever faced. In fact, ATP data shows that the Spanish player struggles to break the Italian serve, with his break-point conversion rate dropping from 42% to 28% when facing Sinner. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. At Tennis Zone, we are dedicated to providing the best information for the best audience, sharing in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and complete coverage of everything related to the world of tennis. Join our community and be part of the excitement of tournaments with us. Plus, at Tennis Zone, we strive to offer you up-to-date, high-quality content about players, tournaments, strategies, and the most relevant events in world tennis.